Bad reads.
There's one below.
This is dropped. Okay, I can start with the stuff.
There's
I
one more
dropped.
below drop. What the fuck?
This is stuff that I plan on reading. This
Oh.
Your Eternity, yeah, that was a drop.
okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
You should have
This
added
is
one for
easy.
reading currently.
Okay. I mean no, this is reading currently is mixed into here. Okay. 2-Year Eternity. 2-Year Eternity was so good. I remember reading it. It was so good, bro. It was so good. Great at the start. Great at the start. But at some point, they just kept doing the same thing over and over. I was getting real tired of it. I dropped it. I had gotten to a point I was like, this is cool. But now I like they were just doing things I just did not give a fuck about. Like I was like the story you should have found a way to wrap it up there, bro. I feel like they're trying to take me on like an Avengers level like Infinity Multiverse Saga, and this story is not built for that. Like I don't care that much. The next one is Infection. Infection is like High School of the DxD, High School of the Dead if it took itself too seriously. Like half the girls are like naked for like no reason. Like there's this one girl who literally she like loses her pants in the first couple chapters and she just like I don't want to wear pants anymore. And she just doesn't wear pants anymore. And it's like I'm supposed to take like the romance between these characters that are fighting like zombies seriously while she's not wearing pants because it's like her character identity. I'm like,
But fan service.
the next one, Interspecies Reviewers, if you know, it's not worth it. Kaiju number 8. I see the potential. Maybe I'm just not the target audience. But I did not like it. You know, I was after some point I was locked in sometimes. I was like sometimes I just felt like I was just reading. Like I don't know. It was just like
Reading to read.
something about it. It don't have that kick. It don't have that kick. It should be cool on paper, but it just don't have that kick. You know, it doesn't have that thing for it. Bad reads. Number 1, Freak Island. The title is so big. The title is I'm so serious. The title is self-explanatory, bro. It's nasty. Them niggas are freaks, but not they're freaks in more ways than one.
What convinced you to like even read that in the first place?
So okay. So to explain that, you guys need to understand the reason why so many stories on this are say dark and depressing, right? Or just like graphic in nature, is because for a long time, you know, before I go to bed, I like to think of it as going out of my way to find like scary stories to read. You know, that's basically what it is. I like to read scary stories before I go to bed. So whenever I'm in bed, I'm just, you know, I scroll, I put on all the tags. I'm like, you know, psychological, horror, drama, graphic, you know, like I just check off everything. I try to get the scariest stories possible. One at some point in middle school, I found this. I found Freak Island. And I'm reading it and I'm like, this is gross, but it's not scary. You know, it's not scary. It's literally like, how nasty can things get, kind of. You know, people are getting dismembered. You know, you find out that like this family is full of like, no. They're not. It's like a family that were on an island, and I think the Japanese government was dumping like waste there, or it's like excess waste around the island from like World War II, and they've been like irradiated, and they've also like founded a religion. At first, it's kind of just like, okay, it's like Texas like Chainsaw Massacre. You got like a family in like the woods, and they're trying to kill you or some shit. Towards the end, it's literally like these people have been chosen under like some like demon god to torture everybody on the island, and you will never escape the island once you're on the island. And it's like, dude, this guy starts, he's literally like, it starts, and this guy is like, he's like, you know, part of like the college like club university thing, and they're going to this island for like something. And by the end of it, he's like half mutated, like, or at least where I dropped it, he's like half mutated. He has like some face literally like mutated onto his back. Like some guy, I think he was carrying some guy's head, I think, and he went into like this mystical water or some shit happened, and this guy's face is now like attached to his back. So now like he's like walking around like half mutated and shit with a guy talking to him all the time on his back. And it's like I'm like, yo, what is going on? That's that, bro. That's that. Freak Island. Bad read, bro. Bad read. I would not ever tell anybody to read that for any reason. Like, it's a waste of time. Everybody knows the name of the game at the top of F. Rent a Girlfriend. Clap it up. Wrap it up. We all knew it was gonna be here. The worst, like literally the worst thing you could ever read. One of the worst things you could ever read. Outstanding art wasted on one of the most mid stories of all time, bro. Mid stories of all time. It's like when they hit the second tower. It's crazy. The next one, Magical Girl Sight. Bad read, bro. Bad read. It gets from worse to worser to worser. It's just back to back to back bad. Those two girls I'm telling you right now, craziest twist of all time, not in a good way, bro. The next one after that is literally a story about this guy whose girlfriend cheats on him. It's so hard to explain. So, okay. Guy and his girlfriend, right? The girlfriend cheats on him with another guy. The other guy had a girlfriend, right? So now this guy, OG guy number 1, is now fake dating the other guy's girlfriend to get back at them for cheating on them. That's what they're doing. And they're trying to like dig up dirt on them two to like expose them for being cheaters at the same time, and it's just like whatever. like literally whatever.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna run through all of these extra quick. I'm gonna start at the left. This guy goes back in time to high school in his dreams with like 3 other girls, and they're trying to like correct their high school memories or something, or like give themselves more like lit childhoods because their high school seasons were kind of trash. It was whatever. Most of this stuff is just bad because it's just like bad romance, bro. Bad romance, and the author is just like a little bit too like too horny.
What was the one with like with the feet out and shit? Like, what's that one about? What's the shit?
Okay. This girl is like a foot like a martial artist, like specifically with the feet. Like she or like a ballet dancer or something. I don't remember. She does everything with her feet. Like she walks. I'm pretty sure she walks barefoot. Like she doesn't like shoes. She walks around barefoot. If she's gonna eat, she eats with her feet. If she's gonna wash her body, she does it with her feet. If she's gonna open doors, she does everything with her feet. Like her feet, like that's literally all it is. And I read this in middle school, and I was like, this is such a weird like thing for somebody to make something about, you know, like a girl who does everything with her feet. But I guess that's just what it is. And then later on, Andy's telling me, he's like, dude, this is like fetish, like foot fetish material. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? There's no way. And he was like, there's no way you thought that all that foot stuff was normal, bro. There's no way. And I was like, damn, I might be slow. I was like, I might be slow, because like I dead ass never put 2 and 2 together about that. Domestic girlfriend, dude.
I mean,
it is insane. It is insane how domestic dude. It is insane how domestic girlfriend has like flown like I was like wow, just like wow, like wow. This is like this dude. He like wants to date this girl. I think no. I think. Dude, his dad like remarries into this family, right? But he's already at school. He gets a new teacher and a new classmate, bro. And he's like, he starts dating the classmate, and then he finds out the classmate, the sister is the teacher, and he starts banging the teacher. And now he's like flip flopping. He can't pick between the two of them. He ends up knocking up the little sister. Dude, I'm telling you. Like, domestic girlfriend is nuts, bro. Nuts. That's bro. They're his step siblings, bro. And he's trying to keep this. They're trying to keep this whole thing under wraps from their parents, whilst like his friends know that he was hooking up with the sister. They don't know that it's his sister, but he knows that he's hooking up with him. And it's like, dude, I'm telling you, it's scandalous as fuck, bro. Like it's so crazy, bro. So crazy. The elf one. I'm telling you, I also did not realize that this was also probably fetish material, bro. I thought that the author was just like a guy who liked working. I'm so serious. I thought he was just a guy who liked working out, and he was like, the best way for me to get like working out to kids is like put on a bunch of like fat anime elves and just like have them work out all the time. That's what I thought it was, but that is not what it is. That's not what it is, and I'm disappointed. B tier. Okay, Fairy Tail. I haven't finished it. But from what I read, it's solid. But I don't like how Natsu is able to just kind of, you know, like he just able to just like if I eat if somebody gives me like some fire and I just like punch really hard, like it's up. Every time it's just like wait till Natsu punches him real hard, bro. Like I guess it's the same for like Goku or something. But Natsu, it does not feel like he works for it ever. My Hero, it's not escaping me. My Hero, I wanted to like it. I like the art. I think Horikoshi is a master at the pen, but dude, My Hero, not for me, bro. The last arc though, I did like the last arc. I did really like the last arc. But Shoku Tensei after that, good isekai. Manga doesn't update enough for me. Like at some point, I lost interest. The anime is ahead too. That's another thing. Same thing like with Too Many Losing Heroines. Like manga doesn't update fast enough. Like I'm behind now. I started before the anime came out. I started in like fucking 9th, 10th grade, bro. And now I'm behind people who started last year. What happened? AOT, dude. I'm telling you, being an anime fan on the internet. Listen, bro. Being an anime fan on the internet has... Maybe I'm too chronically online. I knew damn near every AOT spoiler before I ever touched the series, because everybody who has ever seen the series cannot shut up about spoiling this damn series. They're like, oh, remember when AOT is a masterpiece because this, that, and the third happened. Bro, I'm like, dude, you are explaining like one of the biggest twists in the entire series for free. Like I can't like I knew about dude. One of the biggest thing in this, like one of the biggest moments that everybody talks about is when them two niggas told Eren, they were like, I'm the Colossal Titan. I was like, dude, I knew that shit was gonna happen, but everybody talks about it like it was the second coming of Christ. Bro, I knew it was going to happen, and that was one of the worst. I was reading it, I was like, dude, I bet this probably hit like the day that this hit in the streets. This probably hit the streets like crack, bro. But like, I knew this was coming 30 years in, man. I'm only reading it now to get ahead of the anime onlys. That's the only reason I was reading it. Demon Slayer is damn near at the bottom of this, bro. Demon Slayer, listen, I can confidently say I enjoyed reading everything above Demon Slayer more than Demon. Some of the stuff behind the only reason Demon Slayer is there is because like the anime is low-key carrying that spot. If the anime did not exist, Demon Slayer, Tokyo Revengers, dude, I'm telling you, from the start all the way up until that Christmas arc, I'm pretty sure that's the next arc that's getting animated in the anime, or if it already got animated, I didn't know, because I feel like that moment is so good, bro. That fight, that Christmas fight, the way they got the troops, the way they got nigga, yo, I'm telling you, I was reading that shit, I was like, bro, these what's the fucking Tokyo Manji gang? I was like, oh, they about to fuck this nigga up, and it's crazy, bro. It was really the same, the way they move with the Microtron 3000, the way nobody could step to Mikey, the nigga they had to fight, bro. He would fry these niggas, bro. Fry these niggas. I'm telling you, that last fight on Christmas, and then I'm telling you, them niggas are fighting on Christmas, bro, and like it's like the bell rings like on Christmas Day. It's literally the bell to ring like Christmas morning came, bro, and that nigga Mikey shows up. I'm telling you, it's so tough. It's so tough. But after that arc, I don't know what happened, bro. The author's heart was just not in it, bro. It's just not in it. That Christmas arc, I'm telling you, it was like them niggas getting ready to fight to fight Sukuna, man. It felt like everybody had to be there. Everybody had to be there, bro. Everybody was there. Everybody was. And that other fight when they fought the niggas after that, the dark skinned dude and the other niggas, bro, I'm telling you, they had everybody there pulling niggas out of retirement to fight, bro. It was crazy. It was nuts. I was like, yo, they got the troops. It was crazy, bro. Crazy. A tier has big. Listen, man, I like everything in A tier. You know, everything in A tier. It has its hiccups, but overall, great read, man. Overall, great read. JJK, self-explanatory, man. Call of the Night, Song of the Nightwalkers. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. What a setting, man. What a setting. Vampires. Niggas is up late at night. It looks like a movie. They be doing their things, man. They be doing their thing at night, bro. And it's like, you know, everybody's asleep, so it's like they just able to do whatever, man. It's just niggas is just talking about life, bro. They deadass just talk about life. Like, that's all it is, bro. They just be talking about life. You know, they've been around so long. They're just like, what's life like for you now? Niggas trying to figure out what happened and shit. It's nice, bro. Right next to that, To my dearest self with malice aforethought. Oh my god. Nigga. A good twist. A great twist. That shit was a twister, bro. It was just back to back to back hits. It's not in S because towards the end kind of falls off, unfortunately. Start is a little bit slow, wee bit slow, end little bit weak. But everything in the middle, packed. Absolutely amazing. The next one, Rivness, Leave the Nest. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. What a coming of age story, man. What a coming of age story. I felt like I was watching like super nigga, bro. It's a touching story, man. It's a touching story. It's a little bit question mark at times, you know. It has its moments where there's some things you might be like, this didn't need to be here. I think it's a great little compact story about an older brother letting his sister, you know, his it's about letting go, you know, letting go and moving on, man. And it does it great job, man. Couple spots underneath that, the 100 girlfriends who really love you. Great comedy, man. Great rom-com, man. Great rom-com. And it's like the author might actually put in 100+ characters, bro. Crazy work. He's on like 50 or 60 right now, or like he's like, there's a lot of people in this. Like, it's not higher because I actually can't remember like how many people are in this. Like, there's too many, but it's good. It's a good read. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Blue Lock, man. Oh my god. Talk about character assassination, dude. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Blue Lock, I remember reading Blue Lock when it was first really going, bro. Bro, the Blue Lock versus U20 arc. The U20 arc. This is by far and away, when I tell y'all, this is one of my favorite arcs in manga history, in anime history. This, I have never seen a full match of I've never touched FIFA, never touched any like EA soccer, no nothing, bro. I barely know like I only know Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe. I don't know nothing else about soccer. This was crazy, nigga. I felt like listen. Fuck Sukuna, bro. Fighting them niggas, the Japan U20, fighting these niggas. Oh my god. I'm telling you. I thought that they really had to squeeze the goals out by their teeth, bro. By their teeth. Like this, I'm telling you, the way you saw one of the greatest pop-offs in history, bro. One of the greatest I'm crying even looking at this, man. Yo, you see this, bro? You see how hard that is, bro? Look at Yo, that nigga Isagi was in his bag, bro. He was in his bag. These niggas, yo, they had that nigga, bro. He was ready. These niggas, nigga, I'm telling y'all. If y'all read Blue Lock for any reason, read it up to this arc, bro. Read it up to this arc. Blue Lock versus U20, top 5, bro. Top five. Isagi clutches out that goal. You got all these niggas hyping him up, bro.
I think he with Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man? Dude, okay, listen. This, I forgot the name. Something slave. If you ignore, I mean, you really can't ignore like the Gooner stuff because it's kind of baked into the story. It's baked into the story. But I will say, I do think that there's a good story crafted around it. Like, it's in the story. Like, these people are like this, and you really can't do anything about it. But the art, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are parts, dude. I'm telling you, the art in dude, I don't want to look this up because it's actually like bad. It's like I might get pictures out of one. But the main character, he could transform into this form, and then he can make like, it's basically, they're called like contracts, but he's basically, people are able to like you know, like use him as like a mount. You know, like think about like Naruto and Sasuke and them riding like they're summoning animals. It's kind of like that, and he can like, all these girls have these powers, right? So one girl can turn huge, one girl has like absolute authority over the world, one girl has like a sword, one girl can like,
The sword.
dude. I mean,
She can copy other abilities. There's another
she
one.
could copy other abilities. One girl could slow down time. Like some of the powers are correct. And when they form contracts with him, he like takes on. He becomes basically an aspect of the power, and he becomes like as strong as the person. It depends on like their strength depends on how close he is with the person or how strong the person is. So like one time the girl who was top of the verse at the time, top of the verse, like she made a contract with him. He became like damn near unstoppable for it was like Mario like superstar, like could not stop that nigga, like whatsoever. He did better. Like he did better. UQ holder is good. Good art. I feel like it's a high school DxD situation, except the fan service is like a little bit too frequent. The start is like fan servicey, and then towards the end it tries to like. I read UQ Holder. It's a sequel to an entire manga that I had no idea existed until like a couple months ago, bro. So now I have to read that and then reread this for context. Because I was reading the whole thing, and I'm not gonna lie, there were times where they would explain things and talk about people from the past, like I'm supposed to know who they were. But I'm like, man, the flashback arc is gonna go. It was like JJK. I was like, dude, the flashback arc is gonna go crazy. But that flashback arc never happened, and I was like, am I just not gonna find out like what the sauce is, dude? I start looking into it. There's a whole other manga that I just didn't know existed, so I have to read that now. But neither here nor there. Fire Punch, in my opinion, Fire Punch way better than Chainsaw Man. I read that before Chainsaw Man was even a thing, and I was like, dude, this is gas. And then I heard he was making Chainsaw Man, and I was like, oh man, he's about to cook again. I listen, man. Chainsaw Man is good, but I don't think it's better than Fire Punch. That's just me though. Oh, it's right above Homunculus. Ichi the Witch just started, like 16 chapters. It only has 16 chapters. Good read, bro. Good read. Promise, good read. That's a good read. Great read.
Gorilla.
The gorilla. Oh, it's called This gorilla is going to die in one day, and it's literally 3 chapters. It's literally 3 chapters. Chapter 1 is like a gorilla like beating its chest, and then it's like, oh. And there's like text at the bottom, and it just says this gorilla is going to die in one day. And then chapter 2 is just a picture of the gorilla, and it's like the gorilla is dead. And then chapter 3 is an alternate universe where the gorilla is alive eating a banana. That's it. That's literally it. And then I put it in A because it did exactly what it said it was going to do. Like it's a 3-part series. The gorilla dies.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. 3 chapters, bro. 3 chapters. I could get the link right now.
That's the spot.
I could get the chapter right now, bro. I could get it right now.
You put that in A?
That's a beautiful.
Dude. This gorilla will die in one day.
That's better than Demon Slayer.
Like I day 2 alternative.
Dude, listen. We can read it right now, bro. We can read it right now.
Better than
Wait,
Demon
isn't
Slayer.
that like 1 page long?
Nigga. What a shame, bro. What a fucking shame. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there goes.
Oh, see, look. Oh, well, there's the gorilla. Like,
Oh, spoilers, boys.
spoilers. Oh my gosh, bro. You can open them now. See, look. Day 1. 1 day until this gorilla dies. I die tomorrow. Next chapter. Day 2 alternative. Like, that's it.
Day 2 alternative.
That's a beautiful manga.
It does exactly what it set out to do. I have no problems with it. Right next to that, what's it called? I think it's called like is R15 okay? And basically it's like this. This girl has a very strict life. Like her mom does not let her do anything. She can't go into clubs. She can't stay after school. She can't hang out with her friends. It's just school, home. That's it. One day I think she asked her mom if she could join a club, and her mom was like, sure. You know, so she goes to the movie club. You see the guy standing right behind her. I don't remember his name, but he's watching movies, and she wants to join the movie club because she wants to experience new things, but she doesn't. She doesn't want to like go against what her mom says. So like she only watches movies that are like rated 15, and basically, you know, things happen at school, and they like watch a movie. You know, they might feel a little overwhelmed. They're like, okay, let's go. This guy's like, oh, I know a movie we could watch. Then they watch a movie, and then they talk about how the movie might relate to what they're going through, and then they figure out the problem, and then it's the next chapter. As you know, it's a nice little thing. You know that he's the GOAT what he wants to be. Everybody's entertained. I think it's good. Fire Force, great. I wanted it to be like a Soul Leader 2, but that's not what it is. But I do like it for what it is a lot. Like I remember reading it weekly, and I was very, I was locked the entire time, front to back. I was not disappointed. One Piece is great, you know, One Piece is great, but it does not do for me what the top, you know, everything in the top has done. Like One Piece is cool, but maybe it's because I'm reading it on a very, like, I'm just here for the fights and not for all of the, you know, whatever else they like Oda wants me to care about. Like, you know, the most he's getting about me is that I give a fuck about like the niggas that like Emu's running with, bro, and Shanks' dad. Like Death Note, you know, that's my heart, bro. That's my heart. That was like first, like, I was one of the first ones that I was ever really locked into, and you know, I can't put it in personal favorites because, you know, that second part really messes it up bad. I can't get over it.
I hate the second part too, bro.
Bleach, great. It was a good read. I remember reading it like towards the end of quarantine and start of like when we went back to school, and I remember it was a good read. I don't know, I feel like I find out more about the series like whenever I'm looking it up, whenever I see it on like my Twitter timeline. Then like when I was reading it, I was just like, okay, this is cool. But like on my Twitter, they're like, oh, you know, like Kubo thought about this, that, and the third. I'm like, damn, man, like, and it all makes sense. I'm like, okay, like it's got some sauce, and like the Bleach opening, I really like the Bleach aesthetic, you know. 5, Nisekoi. Oh my gosh, man, S tier romance, one of the first romance stories I watched. Peak. Next, Dandadan. I was gonna put it in personal favorites, but honestly, it low-key should be in there, but I messed up. So far, in my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10. Literally for me, 10 out of 10 series. But I'm worried because after JJK, like, I've learned that like if the author really wants to, they will throw the series off of a cliff and not look back, bro. They will. So I'm worried. Like, Dandadan is like genuinely, it's literally like one of my favorite things that I've ever played. I remember reading it before it got an anime and like way before when it was like first dropped on Jump. I remember I was reading it and I thought this shit is gas, man. And I was like, dude, but after JJK and My Hero, I was like, dude, if they could really just like throw the series off like off a roof if they want to and nobody can stop them, bro. Like, it's crazy. If that's the case, if that's like I have to be wary. By the end, I'm probably gonna put it in personal favorites, but like, you know, it is what it is for right now. Next, My Dress Up Darling. I'm telling you guys, S tier romance, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. The way they don't bait in this series needs to be studied, bro. Mad niggas, bro. Hold on. Niggas don't understand, bro. Too many people are bad at writing people, and this is the best set of people that I have ever. One of the best sets of people that I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is it. I'm telling you, when I tell you it's so good, it's so. Dress Up Darling. Listen, man. Especially with the last couple chapters that dropped. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Peak. Holy peak. The next one, Now That We Draw, also peak romance, bro. Peak. S tier art, S tier characters, bro. S tier art, S tier characters. I love the whole thing, bro. I love the vibe that they got going on. It's amazing. I wish that there was more. I put it in S. I would have put it higher, but like I'm worried that it could also fall off of a cliff. I'm telling you, happens way too frequently. The next one, Bokurano Rs, bro. Oh my god. Let me tell y'all something, man. First time I read that, I was shook the whole time reading it. You learn things with the characters as the story progresses, and when you learn and they learn, you basically got the same reaction they got. You're like, holy shit! Like, yo, I'm telling you, as the story goes on, the stakes just get higher, bro. It's like these like 12 kids, bro. Like when I tell you kids, like elementary, like young middle schoolers, bro. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but they end up with this robot, and I'm telling you, that is the worst thing that has ever happened to that could have possibly happened to them, bro. You think it'd be the coolest shit ever? It is literally the worst thing that has ever happened to them, bro. Like it fucks up their entire lives, bro. I'm telling you, like it's twist after twist after twist, and each time it's like, damn, their lives are fucked. Like these niggas are fucked permanently, bro. If they had never touched that robot, they might have been better off having never touched that robot, bro. Their lives are fucked.
What happened?
Bro, see, I can't spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, bro. I don't want to spoil it. I'm telling you, I genuinely, I'm so serious. If there's even a part of you that wants to, bro, I'm telling you, I would highly I would recommend. I'm pretty sure the anime is different from the manga. So me personally, I would tell you to read it. But bro, I'm telling you, it's like for me at least, bro. I'm telling you, it was a great read. I would move it into personal favorites, but it's. I'm gonna preface this. It's depressing. Like it's nothing good happens to them. Like nothing good happens for these kids. Like the second their lives like look like it's starting to go up, it straight down. They're never happy. They're almost never happy. I'm telling you. Like after they find that robot, it's a shit show, bro. I'm telling you, it's a good read, but it is depressing. Like I would not. I don't. The fact that it's so depressing is what I don't like about it.
Does it end on a good note though?
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, good subjective. Good air quotes. Like maybe if you want to consider it good, you can, but I wouldn't. For me, I mean, the ending is good. Like in context for the story, it's good. If you mean like if everything works out for them in the end, it doesn't. Last on S, too many losing heroines. It's not even a romance. It's a romance that's not a romance, bro. It's so good. It's literally so good. It's like it's literally like watching these people like get rejected. It's literally like watching like all of these. It's good. It's hard to explain because I feel like it's only good if you're into like romance stuff. Because like the situation is like if you're reading like a romance, it's like you got the guy and you got the girl, you know, and they're very clearly like slotted together in this story to end up together. But you kind of have to like watch them navigate through, you know, their social groups and doing whatnot to like find out that they really like each other and like lock that in, right? The way Too Many Losing Heroines works, and the reason why it's so good is, or at least the reason, well, the art is incredible art. Like the guy who drew it, like phenomenal with the pen. I wouldn't even like. He don't need to make no battle shonen or nothing, bro. He the way he draws regular people, chef's kiss, bro. Oh my god, beautiful. But the way it works is like it's this guy who's like a background character, and he's noticing that like there are these girls in the school that are like, you know, from an outsider's perspective, it looked like they're in like a rom-com. It looks like you know, the guy and the girl, they have their like character types and they'd like end up together. But you know, that doesn't happen. Like he's watching, like I guess you know what it is? It's okay. So in romance stories, right? You got the guy and you got the girl and you know they're gonna end up together. But sometimes the author will introduce maybe the girl's friend or the guy's friend, and they are very clearly like, sometimes it's a little too clear. They might be better than the main girl, or sometimes they might be like, you know, like not better than, but you could see where you might like choose the other girl in certain scenarios, right? So what's it called? The way Too Many Losing Heroines work is that it's like this guy is watching the girl that ends up losing like get rejected, and he's like befriending all of them, bro. And I'm telling you, it's literally so fire, bro, because it's like they get rejected, and it's like it's not even like he's trying to bag them either. He's just like, damn, that sucks, man. Like you got fucked, and like they're literally like shitting on each other the whole time, bro. And they're like trying to help other people get to it's. Oh my god, man, I'm doing a terrible job at advertising it, but it's great read, great so far. I like it, but I wouldn't. I've heard that. Because it's based on a light novel, so I'm pretty sure people say that the light. I've seen spoilers for the light novel, but I don't really remember them too vividly. But man, I'm a little bit worried for that series in its future, man. I'm a little bit worried. I am a little bit worried. It's still going. The thing is, the light novel. I'm pretty sure the light novel is done. The anime is ahead of the manga, and the manga, because the manga only updates like bi-monthly, maybe like every 6. I don't remember. It's very inconsistent. Personal favorites. I'm gonna start at the back, make my way up. Ruri Dragon, also something that started recently. I think it only has like 30-ish chapters. It's a nice little slice of life about this girl. She wakes up one day and she finds out that she has horns in her head, and she's obviously like, why do I have horns in my head? And then her mom is like, oh, that's because your dad's a dragon, and she just has to live with it. Now she has to like
fire
live.
breathing. Yo, watch Fire Breather.
It's like it's like Fire Breather, you know. People for the first couple of weeks of school are like, yeah, why do you have those in her head? It's literally just her like navigating, you know, school. and now she's like, she sticks out with a sore thumb, and it's like, you know, she has to navigate it, and she has dragon powers. She could breathe fire, she could spit acid, she could control lightning, she could do all this stuff, but she's learning how to do it as like a teenage girl, as opposed to like being taught by her dragon dad that is somewhere. Her mom is able to speak to him, but she doesn't want to talk to him yet because she doesn't like know how to handle that, I guess, or something. I don't know. You know, so like she needs her friends to hype her up and stuff. It's a nice little read. I'm hoping that the author doesn't trash it. It's in personal faves right now because I do look forward to it every week. Speaking of, I'm now realizing I skipped over some stuff. We're going back down to A for just a moment. Hope You're Happy, Lemon. Excellent slice of life about this guy. It's this guy and this girl, right? And they had broken up, and they go to the same college, and they end up running into each other, and they swap bodies. And the reason they broke up is because she told him that she cheated on him with 4 guys. So they broke up, right? They run into each other, and now that they've like swapped bodies, they like bump heads, and now they swap bodies, and they swap bodies on like certain days of the week, right? And the whole time, this girl was lying about like cheating on him, but we don't know the reason why yet. So I'm putting it an A. It low-key would be an S, but I'm worried that the twist might fuck it up, because the authors, some of the things that are happening right now are a little bit like, I'm not a fan of them, but it's like, you know, the premise is still solid. I want to see where this one goes. Also, the guy is trying to bag her friend. Like, they're roommates and they're best friends, and he's trying to bag her. And you know, so sometimes, you know, he'll swap bodies with the girl, and he's like living with this girl that he's also trying to bag. It's a nice little wholesome story. I like it, man. It's good. The next one is called, I think, Flowers of Blooming Love, or just Blooming Love, or something like that. Great little story about these two that like find each other, they're in school, they find each other. They're like, you know, this girl, she like makes like taiko drums at her grandpa's place. This guy wants to be an artist. You know, they graduated school, they're going through like college, their first couple years of college now. They just navigate life, man. It's good. It's a good read. It's a nice little read, bro. It's a nice little read. You know, that's life. Like nothing bad happens. It's a nice little feel good story. It's called Destroy All of Humanity. It Can't Be Regenerated. It's about this guy who plays Magic the Gathering, and this girl at school. She's like top student. You know, all the guys want her, all the girls want to be her type shit. And it turns out she also plays Magic the Gathering. It's set in like 2002 to early 90s or something. I don't remember. It's like old. You know, they have like flip phones and stuff. And you know, he plays like a really shitty deck. You know, he plays like a deck that's pretty shitty at the time. And she plays a top tier deck. Her parents are going through a divorce. You know, her mom wants her to get good grades so she could go to school in a like big place, you know, far away. This dude, you know, he just wants to play. He wants to beat her at Magic. You know, he's trying to be good at Magic. So, and she just like she just whoops his ass every time. You know, eventually they start dating. It's a great story, man. Great time to be had. Problem is, chapters supremely inconsistent. Personal favorites. We're back at it. Right next to Ruri Dragon, right to the left, there's a hole in the student organization. All these kids are in student gov, and they just be bullshitting, man. They student gov. Everybody in the school be on bullshit. Everybody in student gov be on bullshit. Everybody is just bullshitting whole time, bro. And it's funny. You know, I feel like nothing takes itself too seriously. There's nice little romance subplots. Like, you know, it's nice, bro. It's nice. It feels like all the situations are believable enough. I think it's a nice little fun story. Next, my crush's crush. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Legendary romance in the making. Not even in the making, currently being made. The art, phenomenal. The plot, phenomenal. The characters, phenomenal. The artist is on 10. The author is on 10. Everybody is all hands on deck, and every chapter is a hit. Every chapter is a hit. I'm never disappointed to see this shit get updated in my inbox. I see the inbox, I click it, I see the updates, I'm there, bro. Every single time it gets updated. Every time. Can't wait to see how it ends. I already know that the character I'm rooting for is not going to win, but I'm not mad about it. I'm absolutely not mad about it, because every character is outstanding. To the left of that, by the same monster that did Destroy All the Humanity, you have, it's called what? It's called like the dumb prefect and the girl with the slightly like It's like what? This one right. Hold on. This one right here. A story between a dumb prefect and a high school girl with an inappropriate skirt length, bro. I'm telling you right now, the title incredibly misleading. It's a thing where she's like a, you know, like he's like the corrections officer in school, so he's like policing the fuck out of everybody. And her skirt was like an inch below, like a bit. She's usually like an inline student. It's like okay. The premise is it's like the first day of school, and she wants to like reinvent herself.
I'm not buying it.
No, listen. It's like the first day of school, and she wants to like reinvent herself. She wants to be like cool. She wants to like step a little bit outside of her comfort zone. She's not like a bad kid. She's a good youth. I promise. She's a good youth. She wanted to switch it up a little bit. So she's going to school. There's this guy, you know, straight A student. He keep that little arm thing on him. He's policing the people. He's like, hey, no piercings, no this, no that. You gotta, you know, keep it smooth ship. So this girl, she looking to reinvent herself. She's not trying to do too much. The skirt length is like knee high. She literally moves it up like, and like maybe you could like see her knee or something. I don't remember. But she moved it up just like ever so slightly, and he peeped that. And he called her out on it, and they get into a thing, and it develops into this greater thing where like they make all these friends in the student body, and her friends, they make all these friends in like the student body. You know, you learn about their parents, you learn about their little siblings end up going to the same school that they're going to. It's literally, the cast gets so big and connected. It literally feels like you kind of go to school with you, like you know everybody personally, like you've seen everybody like do their own thing. You know about their parents. It feels like you're a part of it. Like you literally know all of these people. Like you're friends with them. It's a great time. No. It's a good feel good story. It's a good feel good story about next Asian demi-human. Oh my god, nigga! Let me tell you, I will never forget when I watched this for the first time in middle school. I was like, and it got up to season 2, and then they just stopped making anime episodes, and I was like, I need more of this because it ended on a cliffhanger. And I read it, caught up to it. Nigga, Asian demi-human is easily one of those ones. S tier villain, S tier cast, S tier plot, S tier art. The author is in his bag 24/7. Great time to be had. Next, Bastard. Bradley's seen it. I guess Steven has seen it. David has probably seen it. Great read. I loved it. Start to finish. I loved this read. I'm still to this day upset that I finished reading it. Because I know that reread will never hit as hard as that first read did. Right next to that, Grand Blue Dreaming. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all something. Grand Blue Dreaming, easily my favorite comedy anime manga of all time, bro. All time. I've seen Gintama clips, cool. Pre-time skip One Piece, cool. I'll watch a comedy anime here and there, like anime with comedy elements, cool. Grand Blue Dreaming, easily one of the funniest reads I ever. Still to this day, I still read it. It's still getting updated. I still read it. To this day, one of my favorite reads. Always going to be in my top 10. Never leaving. Ever leaving. I love Grand Blue. You know, it's literally a bunch of kids in like college just like living life. That's literally them. They live. They go to class. They live life. They drink. They get into hygiene. It's literally just like niggas fucking around, bro. Whole time. But it's real as fuck. It's real as fuck. But it knows how to balance that with being funny. Honestly, it's funny, and it knows how to like set how to use the comedy to like set up like a plot. Bro, I'm telling you, it builds the plot while being funny. And then so even when it stops to be serious for a moment, it doesn't even feel like a break, bro. It feels like a pause to address the situation at hand. And then they go back to being entertaining. And it's great. It's a great time. Next. Rainbow. I think Rainbow was the first manga that I read after like something big. So like I finished Naruto and I was watching Dragon Ball Super at the time. I think Rainbow was the first thing I read outside of those that was kind of long and was not shonen. I think I read Rainbow before I ever touched Berserk or anything else. Rainbow it's not a 10 out of 10, but I think it's a great read. I think it's a great read about some real ass niggas going through real nigga shit that always got each other's backs, man. through thick and through thin. No matter how they talk to each other, and no matter how things might turn out, them niggas never turned their backs on each other, bro. Never, ever, ever. And that was some of the. I'm telling you, bro. Even when their backs was against the wall, even when you read it and you're like, there's no way out of this one. Even if them niggas will have to like take a fucking beating for like some other nigga, bro. Some other nigga fucks up, or he has to I don't know. Some nigga has to get something from corrections because he's hungry, bro. Or they formulate a plan to get their man something to eat because he's on the street or some shit, bro. And the police pull up on him, or the corrections officer pull up on him, and they just start beating the fuck out of them. They're like, we know you guys took it, but we have no proof, but we're gonna beat you guys up anyways. They're like, fine, you can do whatever you want. We know we did. They're like, bro, listen, put your hands on us, bro. It don't matter, bro. We're not gonna snitch. And they never fold, bro. Them niggas will never fold. Them niggas never fold on each other, bro. That's the best part. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, they never fold on each other, bro. And that's the best part, bro. That's the best part. Start to finish, them niggas will never fold on each other, bro. It's so good, bro. So good. Naruto, enough said. My monster secret, actually, I am. It's about this girl. She is a vampire, and this guy, he wants to confess to her at the end of school. He goes to confess to her, and he sees, and she's stretching her vampire wings in the classroom, and she like, these vampire wings is out in full effect. Her fangs is out. So it's literally, it starts as him and her trying to make sure nobody else finds out about it while also becoming friends. Then they get together and the plot just expands. The characters expands. The roster expands. It's good reads, bro. Good romance. Everything just naturally builds up. You get to the end and you're just like, I can't believe, like, it's like you, like, I don't know, man. When I got to that end, I breathed a sigh of relief. I was like, that was good. That was good. That was a good start to finish. That was a good start to finish, man. It was good. Next, we're getting to the big boys. All right. Let's put on our big boy pants. Good day. Listen, man. Listen. In my opinion, one of my favorite like the art. I'm genuinely to this day very disappointed that the author has not put out anything new, because that story, like the way he told the story, the way they told the story, I don't know if it was a woman, the way they told the story, the way the art accompanied it, it was chef's kiss. It was perfect. Story kept you on your toes. You kept bouncing perspectives. You were watching other people put the pieces together. You were putting the pieces together based on what they knew. You listen, from the jump, you kind of know who did what, but at the same time, you could tell that not everybody is letting on, as much as they might, like, they're not telling you everything that they know. But then you start to find out they know just as much as you know. They're just as confused. They just don't want to say anything. And as they start putting things together, as you start putting things together, and as the MC starts putting things together, you're like, shit, this is kind of fucked. And then you get to the end, and you're just kind of like, damn, that's a little, okay, like, wow. I don't know, man. I feel like the build up was good. The end is it ends very abruptly, and I think that's kind of my problem with it. The ending just kind of happens, you just kind of have to, it happens and then everybody moves on, and it's just, all right, I guess that's that. But then the side stories after, you read the side stories at the end. The side stories are like a prequel to what happens at the start. Do I recommend reading them before you start it? Absolutely not. But it is who you think it is. Like, it is who you think it is. But I think the twists that accompany it are pretty good. Next, Blue Flag. I don't know Flag. Oh my gosh. Listen to me. If there's any romance, listen. This one, I was not expecting it at all. Okay, at all. I'm gonna preface this by saying that Blue Flag, I was not expecting it to turn out the way it did at all, but I am not disappointed in the slightest. Blue Flag it's a nice little story about these people in like high school. They're like towards their end. They're trying to figure out what they want to do after the fact. This guy starts dating this girl. He has this best friend. And turns out, I feel like I don't want to spoil it, but I know that you guys none of you are probably going to read it. Turns out that they're kind of like, well, not kind of. At the end, the best friends end up together. And it's a very nice ending, because you could kind of, I guess you could maybe kind of connect the dots as you get in there. Me personally, I wasn't. But I was not mad about it because I was like, these two obviously do care about each other. If this is the way that they feel about each other, then who am I? But it was still an outstanding read. It's one of my personal favorites because, man, just man, oh man, the talks that they had, I was like, this is some real nigga shit, man. Real nigga shit. Next, Banana Fish. You all know how I feel about that. Great story. I feel like it's action packed. I feel like the plot carries. The only reason that most niggas do not want to touch that is because it's too man. But that's not a problem. I promise. If you look past that, literally, if that's your biggest problem, look past it, bro. You have action and a great story right behind it, bro. It's so good, man. It's so good. It's so down to earth. All the consequences are consequences, bro. The consequences are consequencing, bro. I think it's great. The ending, I know why it was like that. Do I like the ending? Personally, no. In context to the story, actually no. In context to the story, no. Do I understand why it was written that way? Absolutely. So I'm not mad about it. It will remain in my personal favorites for the rest of time. Akira. Oh my god. The Akira read was life-changing. I read Akira before I read Berserk. I'm pretty sure that I don't remember when I had read it. I think it was like 9th, 10th, maybe senior year? Not senior. 9th, 10th, maybe somewhere between 10th and 11th grade. Akira. If you've seen the movie, the manga slays. The movie is good. I think the movie, if I'm telling you, every year I pray. Every year I'm going to start praying. I'm going to start praying, bro. I'm going to pray. Number one on my list, I need a Katsuhiro Otomo and Naoki Urasawa crossover. All right, 20th Century Boys X Akira. Oh my gosh. Greatest collab tape of all time, bro. It'd be like 1629, but for literature, bro. It would be nuts. Like crack in the 80s, bro. It'd destroy him.
It would feed families.
It would feed the industry for years. You're talking about the man that wrote the juggernaut that is Akira, and the man that wrote Monster, Pluto, and 20th Century Boys collabing, locked on the same project. Nigga, that shit would be nuts. That shit would be nuts, and I pray for it all the time. But on top of that, I think if not a remake, Akira needs a part 2, or I guess it needs a remake on the same level as the original, and it needs to be in 2 parts. You need the first part to be everything that happens up until when Tetsuo goes to find Akira, and there it's very different in the manga, and I don't want to spoil it in case anybody ever wants to read it. But it's very different in the manga, and then there's a time skip after that. And I'm telling you, if you were to end, it would be on some Spider-Verse shit, bro. If you end the first movie right when Tetsuo goes to find Akira, and then start, it could be a 3-parter low-key. Actually, it would be a 3-parter. It'd be just like Spider-Verse. First one, Tetsuo up until he finds Akira. Second one, from that point up until when Kaneda comes back. And then the third one would be Kaneda up until the final fight with Tetsuo and Akira. I'm telling you, 3-part blockbuster sequence. I'm so serious. The manga is just so much more fleshed out, and it expands so much more than the anime does. And it doesn't skip a beat, bro. It's so good. So good. Always gonna be in my top 10, if not my top 5. Number 4, Dragon Ball. Don't even have to explain that. That's Dragon Ball. It's never leaving. Never ever leaving. Next, Soul Eater, my goat. My goat. Soul Eater, low-key is my goat. Dragon Ball 2 could argue 1, but Soul Eater is low-key my goat. Soul Eater, bro, first anime, I'm pretty sure the first anime I ever seen. It's literally one of my first core memories, bro. I remember it was like Super Bowl Sunday. I'm at my cousin's place. Well, it wasn't his place. It's my uncle's place, but my cousin there. We'd go there every Super Bowl Sunday. I'd be in the house playing with my toys, my little Power Ranger toys, my Beyblades and stuff. My cousin's sitting on the couch, and he's talking with his friends, his cousins. And on the big TV above the fireplace, I remember Adult Swim was on, Toonami was playing. I see the first episode of Soul Eater playing on that TV, dude, and I was like, that's kind of hard. And then I went back to playing with my toys. And I'm telling you, like, a couple years pass, I want to say 7th grade hits, I'm starting to really get into the anime and stuff. I'm like, Soul Eater looks pretty cool. Why does it look familiar? I'm watching it, dude. it was just like it just like snapped in my mind, bro. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit, I remember this. And I started watching it and I was just like, dude, something about Soul Eater, I feel like Soul Eater has always captured the aesthetic is so unique, you know. It's there is no other Soul Eater, you know. I feel like there is no other anime that looks like Soul Eater. It captures the Halloween aesthetic like Soul Eater does. But the anime is flawed, and I'm okay with that. The anime is flawed. There's nothing I can really do about that. But the manga, the manga is just good. It's just better. If you read the manga, it's better. And you know, I like it. I think Soul Eater has its own brand of swag that's so unique. It's just it just speaks to me. You know, Soul Eater has its own brand of swag that's unique and it speaks to me. Number 2, Shigahime. I love this story. I remember Corpse Fang Princess. That's what it's called. I remember the first time I read this story, I was like mesmerized, bro. This Corpse Fang Princess Shigahime was easily one of. I'm pretty sure that it was like my reading awakening. You know, it was like my reading awakening. Like the first time I read that story, I was looking at the art, I was reading what was going on, and I was like, dude. It wasn't like crazy. I don't think what happens in it is necessarily crazy. It's like this guy, they're these 3 kids. It's this guy, this girl, and this other kid. And they make contracts with like these vampires to become their like their, what is it called? It's their familiars. They become their like familiars. And they have to like kill people, not only to feed the vampires, but to feed themselves, because if they don't have blood, then they start like turning into the monsters and they can't like go back to their like families and stuff because they look like a monster. So they have to like go out, find people and kill them and like drain their blood so that they'll turn back to normal. And it's literally like these kids are trying to like figure this out and they're like losing their minds because they actually have to like kill people and now they're running into each other. And you know, one of these kids has beef with the other kid because of the girl, and it's like I personally, it might not be for everybody, but it's by far and away one of my favorite reads, like easily. I've reread it maybe like 4 or 5 times. I'm probably gonna read it again sometime this like before the year ends. Genuinely, I cannot get enough of it. I wish that it was longer, or I feel like it's long enough, but I feel like sometimes I wish that the author had fleshed it out a little bit more. Or maybe like, I don't know, had more stuff. Number 1, 20th Century Boys, 21st Century Boys. Nigga, where could I begin? Where could I end? Where's the middle? Dude, I don't even know, bro. Start to finish, hits, bro. Hits. Naoki Urasawa, forever one of my goats in literature. The way that he may have written, not even may have, the way he absolutely wrote a masterclass performance, bro. 110%, 4-part movie series, 12 season long anime. However long you need to make it, they need to make it, bro. 20th Century Boys is one of the best stories I've ever read, and I feel like the fact that people talk about Monster more, and the fact that Monster has an anime, and this doesn't, genuinely upsets me. It has a couple like live action like adaptations, but people aren't gonna watch that. Like, especially now with the way anime, you know how good, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling y'all. Friend is literally, he might be my favorite villain of all time. I think he is. I genuinely think he is, because whole time I was reading that, it's like you start reading and you know nothing about Friend, and you're like 150 chapters in, and you still know jack shit about him. Like you it's not even like you don't know anything in like a bad way. It's like you don't know anything in like a
like there's too many culprits.
There's too many culprits and there's too many layers, bro. There's actually you think that you've gotten to the bottom of it, and then there's like 50 more floors that drop, and you're like, dude, how, like he's been keeping this under wraps. It's just like you get from you get past one person, you gotta get past another and another and another and another, and like he's got like 200 niggas like in line before you can figure out who he is, bro. It's so crazy, start to finish. And the whole time he's fucking with the main group, bro. He's fucking with that nigga Kenji. He's running their shit, bro. He's running their shit. And they all like bro, we have to find friend. We have to stop him. And dude, it's like it's hard. Like it's like hard, bro. They struggling. I'm struggling to figure it out. I'm like, dude, I don't know who this nigga is either. And it's great, man. And then like you get to the end. You read 21st Century Boys. I think the ending's solid. Bad, no. Great. No. I think the ending's good. Not great, but absolutely not mid. I think it's a good ending.
Somewhat poetic.
Somewhat poetic is solid. And that's the list. I can't think you have Good Night Pun Pun. Would never recommend this to anybody. Incredibly depressing story. But it's life. Like it's genuinely, it's just like if it goes wrong, it's gonna go wrong, bro. Like you just gotta like lock in. Homunculus also would never recommend this to anybody. One of the most like depressing reads. I'm telling you, this three-peat right here between this like this three-peat, Homunculus, Pun Pun, this three. I was reading them at a time. Honestly, I don't even think I was depressed when I read them, but I think this most definitely contributed to depression. Like I read this and like I was not looking at life correctly after. Like and I read these like back to back. It was like bad. Usagi Drop, great. It's so wholesome. First half, so wholesome. Second half, off a cliff. That's why it's in B. Because the first half carrying. If the first half didn't exist, straight to F. Literally one of the craziest like hero to zero stories I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's so bad. It's so bad. Kowloon generic romance, dude. Nothing generic about this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This like Kowloon has some like there's some secrets, bro. There's some like levels to this shit. There's some levels to this shit, bro. And it's still being updated. I try to keep up with it from time to time, but I like to let the chapters stack. But dude, like Kowloon, I'm telling you, bro, Kowloon got some secrets. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like it's good though. It's good. It's a read. Jujika no. Oh my gosh, bro. It's like it's what Jujika, dude. Let me tell you something about this one, bro. When I talk about off a cliff, bro. This is one of those ones. And it's sad. Jujika had a lot of potential at the start. It was this guy, he's getting revenge because his bullies, like Japanese bullies are something else, man. Like them niggas out there are wicked. These niggas killed his parents. Like they're bullying him. They're like they're literally like beating him up, putting cigarettes out on him, making him eat like shit and whatever and like bugs and stuff. And then they cut the brakes in his parents' car in an attempt to kill like his entire everybody that was in the car. He makes it out. His parents are both dead, and his little brother is extremely like he's not like supremely disfigured. He's a little disfigured and he's like hospitalized. So now he goes to his grandpa. They're literally just evil. The head of the bullies is literally just like he's just like evil. That's the only way I could put it. He's literally just an evil kid. He's literally just evil. And the rest of the bullies just go with it.
Bro, give Japanese bullies some switches, bro. They running down on young niggas, bro.
Nah, for sure. They start thinking that sexual assault is just like if you spam that, like because it's like shocking the one time. Like it happens the one time and it's shocking. But if you start spamming it, like it starts like you're kind of just like okay, you're kind of forcing the edge. Like you don't need to do. You're already dismembering people. You don't need to like do that. That's the list. I like this list. I like this list a lot. I think this is everything. I mean, technically the list could be longer, but I'm not gonna lie. Making this was dead ass lagging out my MacBook, bro. Like all of these putting all these pictures on the screen, the tab was like lagging out OD, bro. Like it was a struggle, bro. It was a struggle.